Hello and welcome to the spoken tutorial on modifying and deleting groups in Linux. In this tutorial, we will learn about groupmod command and groupdel command. We will do this through some examples. To record this tutorial, I am using Ubuntu Linux 16.04 operating system. To practice this tutorial, you should have gone through the Linux system administration tutorials on this website. And you must have root access to your computer. Open the terminal by pressing Ctrl, Alt and T keys simultaneously on the keyboard. First, you should log in as super user or root user. Here onwards, please remember to press the Enter key after typing each command. In this series, we had created the group Electronics. Let us check the details of the group from the /etc/group file. Notice that group Electronics has GID 1006. Also, the list of members field is empty. So, no user has group Electronics as a supplementary group. Let us check the /etc/passwd file to know how many users belong to the primary group Electronics. Notice that the users testmod and Hamid have 1006 in the fourth field. It means that the users testmod and Amit belong to the group Electronics. Let me create a document testfile.txt in the user account testmod. So, log in as user testmod. Now, if we create any document, then that document will be owned by the group Electronics. Let's do that. First, we will create a text file named testfile.txt. I am going to use VI text editor to do so, but you can use any other text editor of your choice. At the command prompt, type VI space testfile.txt. Press I on the keyboard to insert text. Now type the text. Hi, I am user testmod. Press the escape key on the keyboard to exit from the insert mode. Then press :WQ. W is used to save the typed text in the text file, and Q is used to quit the editor. Now press enter. We are back to the command prompt. Now type ls space -l space testfile.txt. Notice the third and fourth fields. The document belongs to the user testmod and group Electronics. Now let us start modifying the group with the groupmod command. The groupmod command is used to modify the definition of the group specified in the command. This is the syntax. Here, the options field is not mandatory. Groupmod command can be used to modify the group name GID to a non-unique number. Suppose we want to modify our group's name from Electronics to Electrical. To do so, first let me switch back to the root login. Exit from the user testmod. Now type groupmod space -n space electrical space Electronics. Then type cat space /etc/group. Notice that the group with the GID 1006 is now named as Electrical. You can also change the GID of a group to a new unique non-negative number. Suppose you are planning to use the number 1100 as the new GID value. So, first ensure that the number 1100 is not present as GID in any other group. From the output of /etc/group, 1100 is not set as a GID value to any of the group. This type of manual checking is not a good idea if you have large number of groups. Instead, we can use the grep command to check if the number is present or not. As an assignment, try this out on your own. Now, to change GID value, type groupmod space -g space 1100 space electrical. Now, check the details of the file /etc/group. Notice that GID of electrical is now 1100. We know that the user test mod belongs to the group electrical. Let's check /etc/passwd file for the entry of the user test mod. Notice that the GID value in the fourth field is also updated. It is showing the current value 1100. The group ID has changed. But the files belonging to this group will retain the old group ID value. So, we must change the group ID manually. To find all the files belonging to the group with GID 1100, type find space /home space -gid space 1100. This may take some time. We have not got any output. Recall the previous command. Change the group ID value to 1006, that is the previous group ID of electrical. Notice the file testfile.txt still belongs to the group ID 1006. Please note the complete path of the file testfile.txt. To change the group ID for the file testfile.txt to 1100, type chgrp space 1100 space, then type the full path of the testfile.txt. chgrp command is used to change the group of the file. The command has executed without any error. Recall the command to display all the files belonging to the group ID 1100. Notice the output shows testfile.txt file. Please note that you may have multiple files belonging to old group ID value. Changing group ID manually one by one will be a tedious job in that case. Try writing shell script for this. Now we know how to change the GID of a group to another unique value. Let's move on. Recall the command to display /etc/group. Notice literature_club as GID 1007. Let us try to assign this 1007 as the new GID of electrical. Now it is showing an error. GID 1007 already exists. So we cannot change the group ID to a non-unique value with only -g option. To change the group ID to a non-unique value, you will need -o option along with -g option. Let me try to set the GID to 1007 now. Recall the previous command. Now after 1007, give space and then type -o. The command has executed successfully. Next, execute the cat space /etc/group command. Notice that both electrical and literature_club now have same GID 1007. So we have learned about groupmod command. Now let us learn about groupdel command. Groupdel command is used by the root or the super user to remove a group. Syntax is groupdel space group name. Let me remove the group named electrical. Type groupdel space electrical. Notice that Linux has thrown some error. It is telling that cannot remove primary group of the user Amit. So you cannot delete electrical because it is the primary group of an existing user Amit. You must first delete the user Amit and then you can remove electrical. Let's try this. For deleting user Amit, type userdel space -r space Amit. The command may report that the user's mail spool was not found. This warning can be ignored. Now execute the groupdel command. Once again we got the error says cannot remove the primary group of the user testmod. Let me delete the user testmod. Once again we got the user's mail spool error. Now execute the groupdel command for the group electrical. This time we did not get any error. Now execute the cat space /etc/group command. We can see that there is no entry for electrical. The group named electrical is deleted now. The important point you have to keep in mind is you are not permitted to remove the primary group of any existing user. You must remove the user first. Then you can remove the user's primary group. Now what about the files owned by the deleted group? Groupdel will not automatically check for files owned by the deleted group. You should manually search all file systems for such files. You can use the find command for this search. You should ensure that no files remain owned by this deleted group. You can either delete those files or change the group ownership using chgrp command. I leave it as an exercise for you. Switch to the terminal. Exit from the root user access. This brings us to the end of this tutorial. Let us summarize. In this tutorial, we learned about groupmod command to modify the group name, GID to a non-unique number, and groupdel command to delete a group. As an assignment, create two groups, civil with GID 1201, mechanical with GID 1202. Add user Suman with primary group civil. Let Suman create a document test.txt and type any text of your choice. Modify the GID of the group civil to 1203. Change the group ownership of the file test.txt. Delete group civil. Delete file test.txt. The video at the following link summarizes the spoken tutorial project. Please download and watch it. The Spoken Tutorial project team conducts workshops using spoken tutorials and gives certificates. For more details, please write to us. Please post your timed queries in this forum. Spoken Tutorial project is funded by NMEICT, MHRD, Government of India. More information on this mission is available at this link. The script has been contributed by Antra, and this is Praveen from IIT Bombay signing off. Thanks for joining.